Assalamu alaikum, Ramadan challenge day 10. Today we're going to learn 5 new words. We have Batil, we have معجزة, Bey'ah, Sadis, and Hadeeth. The first word Batil comes from Batala, Yabtulu, fahuwa Batil, means to lose. The verb means to lose. A Batil is what is lost, is loser in this case, or loser, or to be void, right? To be void, to have lost something. Okay, so when you're talking about Batil, right, the Batil is that which is null and void because it's gone, right? And a Batil, right? When we say a Batil for somebody that is brave, right? They say they have many opinions as to why they call it that, but they say pretty much that whenever he encounters his enemy, right, they're bound to lose, right? They're gonna lose, going back to the original meaning, Batil and lamb. The next word is Mu'jiza. Now Mu'jiza comes from Ayn Jim Zay, okay, which ajiz means incapability, right? Incapability or not being able to do, right? In general, incapability, right? So when you say somebody's ajuz, right? A man is ajuz or a woman is ajuza, you're talking about somebody that is incapable of doing things, right? Because of their age, right? So ajaza is where you get yarjizu and mu'jiza. So mu'jiza is a miracle. And why is that called the same? Why is that called a miracle? Because ajaza, when you have a miracle, those that are contrary to it are incapable of producing what the likes of it, right? So whoever is contrary to it cannot produce the likes of it, nor can they have an answer other than it is divine. So they are incapable of some kind of answer. They just have to submit to it. So that's why it's called Mu'jiza. The next word is Bey'ah. Bey'ah comes from Ba, Ya, Ayn. Ba, Ya, Ayn, which means buying and selling. Shara wa ishtira, buying and selling. So when you're talking about Bey'ah, إن الذين يبايعونك إنما يبايعون الله, right? Bey'ah would be the noun form of that, which is a mutual contract, right? A contract between two parties. A Bey'ah usually is between the people, the subjects, and their sultan, their authority figure, a king or what have you, right? But it's a transaction. It's a transaction. We will obey you for you protecting us, right? We will do this for you doing this for us. So it's a transaction. It's giving and taking, right? Selling and taking on. So Bey'ah would be allegiance, right? That would be the formal words, allegiance, right? So yubayi'u, right? Innama yubayi'unaka yubayi'un Allah, right? They are swearing their allegiance to Allah, right? And they're gonna give, right, their submission, and they're going to do as he says for his blessings and for his reward and what have you. All right, so there's a transaction there. The next word is Sadis. Now Sadis means, it comes from the root sin, dal, sin. Sadis is sixth, right? Sixth, right? First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, right? And then you're probably wondering, how's that related to sitta? Because sitta is 6, right? Right, but they say that the original version of sitta is sidsa, right? But after a while, again, language, right? People keep saying sitsa, it becomes sitta, right? So, but the root is sitsa, right? And so you can see that in sadis, okay, which is the 6th. And then you can see that in sudus or suts, which means a 6th, one portion of 6, right? So that's where that comes from. So sin, dal, sin is the actual origin of 6, which sounds very similar to sits, right? 6 sits. Okay. Anyway, the next word is Hadeeth. Hadeeth is opposite of Qadim, which is old. So Hadeeth is new. right, is new. So when you're talking about in religious terminology, when you talk about hadith, this is new information. Okay, new information. Okay, hadith comes has that hadal tha, which is new. Okay, ahdatha is to make new, to bring forth something new. Right, hadith, right, new information, things that we didn't know before. Right, so it's khabar, it's news. All right, so that's where that comes from.